Hello everyone and welcome on this new weekly market analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. So if you guys remember, last Friday I have posted the Friday analysis video, and as you can see, thankfully the EURUSD has reversed exactly from that buy level and currently running in about 30 pips of profit. Same goes to the gold. It has reversed exactly as well from 1747 and currently running in about 73 pips of profits. How cool is that? I really wish you guys have taken these signals and have made decent profit with them. I really wish to see more comments, guys, to be honest with you. I know there is a lot of silent viewers who are actually watching the videos and enjoying making all these profits, but they are not commenting or even hitting the like button. I would really encourage everyone to at least give something of... if you don't want to comment, that's totally fine, of course, but at least just hit the like button, guys, if you have made any profits with these signals. Even if you didn't make any profits, as long as these signals have worked exactly as this trader has predicted, which is me, you can please hit the like button as an appreciation of the efforts given on this video. Of course, not to mention, the premium group guys did really so well this week. We have made more than 378 pips of profit, but the cool thing here is most of these signals are depending on take profit number 1, which means a lot of you guys have made profits with these signals, especially of course the premium members. As we can see, 378 and 300 actually 90 pips, 390 pips were actually made in the group by relying only on take profit number 1, and thankfully we have received a lot of messages from everyone in the premium group. We really have received actually, guys, a lot of messages. I'm so proud, of course, of these messages, and I'm so proud of the profits that our clients have made using our Forex signals. This guy here saying that he only following Xtreme Trader signals, and thanks to all Xtreme Trader support and to Salah because I'm regularly watching his YouTube videos. This guy also, he's sending us his daily profits history, and as you can see, every day, thankfully, he is able to make profits. Now, of course, I'm never saying that Xtreme Trader never fails or the signals never fails. Some weeks actually are bad. I'm telling you guys this. Some actually members who have actually bad experience with the previous Forex signals providers, they are claiming that Xtreme Trader can never be profitable every single day. And you know what? They are correct. Xtreme Trader signals cannot be accurate every single day, but most of the days, I would say about more than 75% of our signals are thankfully going into a deep and good profit. So again, guys, I hope you have taken these signals and have enjoyed making a lot of profits with our premium group. Of course, if you wish to join the premium group, guys, please don't hesitate to contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below of this video. So now back to the weekly analysis, and of course, as usual, let's start with the Euro USD. So regarding Euro USD, I believe that most likely the Euro USD is actually going to continue the rise. So meaning we are going to maintain the buy order, but this time it's going to be placed on a different place. Let me just delete the entire old signal and let's start from scratch. So as you can see, my friends, right now, the Euro USD, if we look at the daily chart, has indeed made the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance right here at 1.03610. However, now what we can see right here, my friends, is so far the retest of that broken level of a support, a resistance. This was the new support, and as we can see, my friends, that support right here is being indeed respected. So that means that the Euro USD is relying on that level. It gives it a pressure to continue the rise, and that can be seen right here on the last daily candle. It actually was a weak candle, and therefore the market actually made an attempt to break out from that level of a support, but of course has failed eventually. So that means if we look right now at the 4-hour time frame, the first thing that I can actually see on the 4-hour time frame is the resistance trend line like that, which has been broken out from, as we can see right here. And what we can see right here also is the retest of the broken level of a resistance trend line. However, that doesn't mean that the Euro USD is going to continue to rise instantly. I think we still have to wait for the Euro USD to fall a little bit more before we can start buying it. Why? Because we are having exactly right there a broken level of a resistance at 1.03425, and this level of a resistance was also previously a real level of a resistance and a real level of a support, and we can see here the fake breakout. Now the nearest support the nearest support to this bullish breakout candle is exactly this tail right here. This tail represents the nearest support to that bullish breakout candle. Now, what we can see right here is that the market is actually facing a pressure from the resistance at 1.04315, which means the EURUSD has a potential to continue the fall till it reaches that level of a previous resistance and the nearest support as well, and it's most likely going to be respected, and afterwards the EURUSD is going to continue the rise. Not to mention, of course, that this was, of course, a Fibonacci retracement number 50. So if we check the Fibonacci retracement right now, we can notice that it's almost at 50 retracement. Therefore, I would highly recommend to start buying the EURUSD exactly from that level of a support, exactly right there, just to be accurate. Just to be accurate, guys. I mean, it's not shouldn't be actually the reversal point right here. Nope, it should be right here, right there exactly. Yes, at 1.03417. We will be buying the EURUSD, and the take profit level is going to be placed just right there at the highest level of a resistance at 1.0445, which means we will be aiming 102 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the edge of the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than this level of a support right here at 1.02915, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 48 pips against 102 pips of profit. Moving now to the pound USD. Alright, so as you can see, the pound USD did not reach the sell level, which I have sent on Friday analysis video. However, I still believe that the pound USD is going to continue the fall, but not for so long. Right now, we're having this level of a resistance right there, exactly right there, at 1.20085. Now, most likely the pound USD, if we check on the left side, my friends, we can see a very clear, strong level of a support right there, which means that this support level is most likely going to be respected once the pound USD falls again to that level of a previous resistance. Now, I want everyone to notice here something. Let me just move to the daily chart so we can see it. Now, pay attention, my friends. We are on the daily chart right now, and we're having here this real level of a support, real level of a support, and again 1, 2, entirely, actually we are having here another attempt, so total 5 attempts of a support. However, right after that bearish breakout candle, the market went all the way again and respected that level of a previous support to create one single attempt of the resistance, but instantly broke out from that level once the market actually were attempting to make the second attempt of the resistance, which means the market was actually able to create one single attempt of the resistance. Now, after the market falls right here to retest the broken level of a resistance, pay attention that on the same level we're having a very strong level of a support, and that most likely, guys, is gonna be respected again, and afterwards the pound USD is actually gonna continue the rise after the pressure upon the pressure from that level of a previous support. So that means if we go right now back to the 4-hour time frame, we just have to wait for the pound USD to fall for about 75 pips, I think. But trust me, guys, this can happen in just 1 hour. If we take a look at the 1-hour time frame, we can see clearly here so many candles. For example, this candle right here, this one single candle has moved for about 70 pips. I mean, you can see a lot of candles moved for a lot of pips in just less than 1 hour. This candle, for example, right here, this candle started right here and then closed right there, 131 pips. I mean, so on. I mean, in just few hours, this can happen. Therefore, I'm going to send you the signal to start buying the pound USD at 1.20085. And the take profit level must be placed right there at the nearest real level of a resistance at 1.22218, which means we will be aiming approximately 221 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than this level of a support right there at 1.19209, which means the safe zone will be ranging for about 90 pips against 220 pips of profit. And moving on to the AUDUSD. Alright, so let me just tell you something about the AUDUSD. So on the last Friday analysis video, I've given you the signal to start shorting the AUDUSD once it reaches that level of a resistance, and afterwards it's going to continue the fall, and our take profit level was actually placed right on that level of a support. Well, let me just tell you, the AUDUSD has indeed reversed upon the pressure from that resistance without reaching the highest level of it, and it just went down all the way and reversed just almost there near to our take profit level, which means we are no longer selling the AUDUSD. We will be focusing on buying the pair, and the same setup from Friday analysis video is gonna stay on, and we will actually rely on it or depend on it to find the best reversal point. So which means we actually, let me just first of all delete the old signal, and however I will just keep the trend line. Now, as you can see, my friends, we are actually expecting from the AUDUSD to continue the rise if the market falls again and retests that level of a support at 0.67135, which was previously a broken level of a resistance as well. And afterwards, the AUDUSD is indeed gonna continue the rise. Now, another way to confirm this, if by looking at the daily chart, however, the daily chart, my friends, is facing a very strong level of a support, as we can see right here. So this was a very strong real level of a support, number 1, and here number 2, and we can see right here number 3 as well. Now it became a resistance, number 1, real level of a resistance, a fake breakout, and again another real level of a resistance. Now what we can expect right now is from the AUDUSD to face the pressure from that level of a support, and depends on that level, is gonna continue the rise, which means the take profit level this time is going to be placed right there at the nearest strong key resistance level at 0.68737. Meanwhile, the edge of this, actually our entry, my friends, is going to be placed just right there at the attempt number 1 of the support. Based on the daily chart right now, we can see this level, it was a support number 1, and I think by Monday morning the next candle is going to start bearish one. It's going to reach this level to create the second attempt of the support, and afterwards it's going to continue the rise. That means if I go back to the 4-hour time frame, and all I need to do right now is simply here draw a support trend line from this lower low to this higher low, just like that. Check this out. This is another way to confirm our entry. We can see here we had a support trend line, another support trend line, then we had here a fake breakout from that level of a support trend line. The market has actually failed to create a new resistance trend line, and afterwards it's just resumed the rise, which means we have to wait for the AUDUSD to fall again, respects that level of a previous support trend line, and after that it will be continuing the rise. That's another way to confirm our entry. Therefore, our safe zone, my friends, is gonna be placed just, let me just all right, that's better. So our take profit level, oh my goodness, 1 second, okay, our take profit level is gonna be about 154 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than this level of a support right here at 0.66389, which means the safe zone will be ranging for about 74 pips against 158 pips of profit. Moving now to the USDCAD. Alright, so actually I accidentally deleted the previous analysis for the USDCAD, but I believe the sell was given, I think, almost on this level right here, right there. I remember the USDCAD actually was going in about 20, actually maybe less than that. I think it was running in about 22, yes, 22 pips of profit before currently running in about 12 pips of loss. However, we are still going to maintain a selling order for the USDCAD. Let me just tell you what happened right here. So based on the 1 hour time frame, we are having here a support trend line, my friends, and check this out. Now, this is the bigger picture for the USDCAD. Now on this structure, we can see here a support trend line with multiple attempts, and finally we have here the bearish breakout from that level of a support trend line, and currently the USDCAD is actually on its way to retest that broken level of a support trend line to create a new resistance trend line. Of course, another way to see this is by judging the resistance level right there. Actually not there. Let me just be more accurate. It's just right there. So this was, my friends, a real level of a resistance. Then we had here the major false breakout, and again that level of a real resistance right here has been respected again, 1, number 2, and again right now we can actually expect from the USDCAD to continue the rise. First of all, it will be retesting the broken level of a support trend line, and also it will be retesting the level of a resistance right there. All of that together indicates that the USDCAD is indeed gonna continue the fall. So therefore, We just need to find the most accurate entry where we can indeed start shorting the USDCAD. And if we look right here on this pattern, we can find this level of a resistance exactly right there. Now, number one, this was previously a strong real level of a support, as you can see. Number two, it was also a real level of a resistance because we had here the false breakout. And if the market gonna continue the rise, first of all, it will match up along with our support trend line right here, and also that level of a resistance is gonna hold the position. Therefore, most likely we will have to start shorting the USDCAD after it rises for about 38 pips, I would say. Now, going back to the daily chart to see this, even on the daily chart, we can see the very strong levels of a resistance right here and right there as well, and right here, guys. All of these attempts of a resistance is actually making putting actually a pressure on the market to continue the fall. However, if that happens, we will actually be aiming the lowest level of a support right here at 1.32529, which means we will be aiming about 157 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging higher than this level of a resistance at 1.35026, which means it will be about, I would say, 84 pips of the safe zone against 160 pips of profit. Moving now to the USDJPY. Alright, so the USDJPY has almost reversed, almost from the buy level, but of course that was like guys, again, that was like 30 pips far away from the buy level, but still it almost reversed from there. Of course, this signal didn't work. We can never consider it as activated signal. Anyway, let me just tell you now what we can do next with the USDJPY. So now going to the weekly chart this time. We are still on the level of retesting the broken level of a resistance right here at 138.756. Now, we can see here that we had also, actually the market has been respecting that level for about 2 weeks by now. For 2 weeks so far, the market is still respecting that level of a previous resistance and creating the new support, which means right now, after the appearance of this candle, which by the way I trust really for a bullish reversal, once you see this candle has appeared on the weekly or daily chart or even 4-hour time frame on a support level, usually it indicates for a bullish reversal. Now, that being said, if we go right now to the daily chart, however, now we can see right here that the same candle has also appeared on the daily chart as well on a support zone also. Now, after another confirmation of the bullish reversal, moving now to the 4-hour time frame. Now, on the daily and weekly charts, we have identified the direction that we are going to buy the pair. Now, the reason to move to the smaller time frame is to identify where exactly we can place our buy order. Where exactly is the best level to start buying the USDJPY? The answer lies on the real level of a support right there. That support, my friends, was a real level of a support at 138.541. If we track this level, we can see clearly that it has actually created a real level of a support right here, real level of a support, and then a fake breakout right here, and the market has instantly rose above that level of a previous support. If we track this level, if we scroll to the left right now, we can see that also it was a strong key support level. It was, of course, a key strong resistance level. So meaning 138.541 is most likely going to be a very strong level that we should consider buying the USDJPY from that level. Another way to confirm this is by moving to the 30-minute time frame right now. And as you can see, my friends, we are having here this level of a resistance trend line. Just like, actually, to be fair, I mean, I'm giving the candles the maximum space that I can give actually to give you the best entry. Now we are having here this resistance trend line, a resistance trend line, then we have here the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance trend line. Now the market is most likely going to continue the fall. First of all, it will be respecting that level of a real support, and also it's going to be creating the new level of a support, a trend line right here at 138.541, which means we have to wait for this pair to fall for about 57 pips before we can start buying it again. However, once we do that, the take profit level is going to be placed at the nearest strong key resistance level at 140.665, which means we are aiming approximately 211 pips profit from this signal. And the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a support right here at 137.761, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 76 pips against 211 pips of profit. Moving now to the USDCHF. Alright, so the USDCHF signal didn't work, of course, but at least went in the right direction. However, the take profit level was somehow wrong, because the market indeed has respected that level of a previous resistance right there as 0.94886, and it has created the first attempt of a real level of a resistance. However, if we let me just now move to the weekly chart. We just want to identify the right direction for the USDCHF. Now, from my point of view, we are having here a support trend line, which has been recently broken out from with that bearish breakout candle, and right here the USDCHF has already retested that level of a broken support trend line, which means the USDCHF, my friends, is most likely gonna continue the fall till it reaches that level of a support as 0.93175. So based on the weekly chart, of course, we are seeing that. But however, if we go now to the daily chart, we can see clearly that the market has indeed went all the way right here, respecting that level of a real resistance, which means the USDCHF logically should actually begun the bearish journey instantly. However, I don't think this is going to happen right now. Let me just tell you why. We are having here, my friends, a support level, and seems like the USDCHF is actually facing a trouble to break out instantly from that level of a previous support, which means the USDCHF right now is actually facing a pressure from that level, and is most likely going to continue the rise and reaches the same level of a resistance right here. Now keep in mind that this is actually a resistance number 1. This wick right here represents the resistance number 1. Therefore, we are actually expecting from the USDCHF to continue the rise, retest the same level of a resistance to create now the second attempt of it, and afterwards is going to continue the fall. That being said, we are going to send the signal to short the USDCHF exactly from 0.94978, which means we have to wait for the market to rise for about 50 pips, I would say, before we can start shorting it. But however, if that happens, we will be aiming the lowest level of a support right here as 0.93615. But in my opinion, eventually the USDCHF is actually going to continue the fall till it reaches that level of a support as 0.91970. But for the sake of the weekly analysis, we are just going to give you the signal to till the market reaches that level of a support, which means the take profit level is going to be about 132 pips only. Meanwhile, the edge of the safe zone will be ranging till the highest level of a real resistance right there as 0.95570, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 57 pips against 134 pips of profit. Moving now to the gold. Alright guys, I'm really so proud of this signal. I really wish to know if you have guys made any profits with this signal and have indeed enjoyed your end of the week with this signal. Please write in the comments and let me know guys if you have made any profits with it. And of course guys, if you have made any profit with it and you don't want to say that in the comments, just hit the like button, and trust me, it actually encouraged me a lot to give you more and more videos. The less likes, the less videos, the more likes, the more videos. Very simple and very simple mathematics. However, now regarding the gold, I believe we are still going to maintain a buy order for the gold, but this time we will place the buy order from somewhere else. Let me just now move to the weekly chart. Now on the weekly chart, we're still actually facing that level of a previous resistance where we have originally bought the gold from at 1729.42. So meaning that support is actually quite strong, and as we can see, it was previously a strong key level of a support which is now being respected. However, that previous resistance was actually the reversal point for it, and as we can see, my friends, it was a very strong level of a support. So that means after the appearance of this candle on the weekly chart, we can now assume that the gold is indeed going to continue the rise, at least to reach the highest level of the resistance right there at 1787.44, which means the gold still has about 300 pips more to go. So the question is, where exactly is the best level to start buying the gold? Moving now to the daily chart. Now, we just want to see the candles on the daily chart. Now, after that, we will be moving to the 4-hour time frame to identify the direction. Again, that level of a strong level of a support actually has been respected. So therefore, I want to change the line here to make it exactly just like that. So this is right now the accurate level where the support has occurred. Now, let's move back to the 4-hour time frame. So indeed, on the daily chart and the weekly chart, we have indeed confirmed that the buy order is going to be placed. However, where exactly we can start buying the gold? Pay attention. We are having here that support trend line, which means that the gold, if it's going to make any bearish reversal now upon the pressure from that previous support and the new resistance right here, most likely is going to continue the fall till it reaches that level of a support trend line, and afterward we can start buying the gold, and this time this level of resistance is going to be our take profit level. So therefore, what we need to find right now is the nearest strong key support level to that level of a support trend line. And if I'm not mistaken, that can be seen exactly where the line almost right there. I mean, we can actually place, let me just be accurate, guys. I want to be accurate here. That level of a support, it was not a strong level of a support. However, nope. We need to find the best level of a support right here. Where that's why I'm checking the history. I just want to make sure that exactly this level 1741 was indeed a very strong key level of a support. However, if we scroll to the right time right now, or the current time, I mean, to the right side, pay attention. Of course, yes, exactly right there. So that level, my friends, is most likely going to be our level where we can start buying the gold at 1741.70. Now, of course, another way to confirm this right now is by using the magic of trend lines. The magic of a trend lines is a strategy which I have explained on my channel previously. All we need to do, my friends, is simply draw a support trend line from any low to any higher low and just drag the line wherever we want. For example, we're having here this lower low, and I will draw here the support trend line to this higher low, and as we can see right here, that this is the support trend line, and as we can see, it became a resistance trend line, and that support trend line, resistance trend line, and again support trend line. Now, what I'm going to do is simply drag the same trend line which I have drawn here and place it right there at the nearest support trend line. Check this out. This is so accurate. Now we can see the resistance trend line, the obvious bullish breakout from that level, and again support trend line number 1, support trend line number 2, and we can expect from the gold to continue the fall to that level of a previous support, which I have shown you earlier on the horizontal level, and of course on this trend line level, we can see that the market is most likely going to be respecting the support trend line, and afterwards it's going to continue the rise. Very accurate way to find the entries in my opinion, and can provide you with a good setups. However, that means we're actually aiming 450 pips of profit. That's actually a lot. I don't support that kind of trading. However, I prefer to give you the take profit level at that level of a real level of a resistance at 1772.80, which means we will be aiming approximately 313 pips profit from the signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than this level of a support right here as 1726.21, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 154 pips of profit. Sorry, the safe zone is ranging for about, not profit of course, for about 150 pips against 311 pips of profit. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the gold and the USD pairs for this week. I wish it's going to be a very profitable week for everyone. And of course, in the end, I want to remind everyone to give a try to the premium group. And of course, I forgot to show you this, my friends. This actually here, a message that we have received from one of our clients. He have made more than 1,205 pips, $1,205 of profit with our signals under just one single day. So this is really amazing. But however, I want to remind everyone that these excellent results from Xtreme Trader cannot occur every single week. There will be some days which will be bad. I'm telling you this. I'm not trying to cheat anyone or fool anyone here. Forex signals, guys, cannot be this excellent and this profitable every single week. Some weeks will be bad, but a lot of coming weeks will be excellent. And again, we will do the best we can to provide you with the best Forex signals, regardless if you are a following the signals on YouTube or a premium member. This week you have definitely made a lot of profits with Xtreme traders signals and services. So again, I'm really excited for the next week, and I'm encouraging everyone to give a try to the premium group and give it a try yourself. Don't listen to the others of haters. Trust it. Test it yourself. Judge by yourself, not by others. And of course, you can use the current Black Friday offer to join the premium group with the lowest prices ever. Until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.